In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a full tutorial on how to make some really amazing best-selling mug designs completely using AI. Now, this is a very simple, beginner-friendly tutorial that uses mostly free tools. Now, today we are going to be making some Thanksgiving-inspired designs. I find that during the Q4 holiday season, Halloween and Christmas get a lot of attention, but a lot of times Thanksgiving is a holiday that's a little bit forgotten about, but it still can be so profitable. So I'm going to share with you guys some really great niches you can do for Thanksgiving and turn those into some great designs to sell on mugs completely using AI. Now, the very first tool that you are going to need if you want to sell print-on-demand products, especially something like a mug, is a manufacturing partner. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be using Printify. They are who I use to fulfill all of my print-on-demand orders for Etsy. If you've never heard of them before, Printify has one of the largest selections of different products that you can sell for print on demand. They integrate seamlessly with your Etsy shop. In fact, I have a full tutorial right here on how to do that. But what I love is they are totally free to use and get started for. There is a monthly subscription where you can pay a little bit more and get a discounted price with Printify Premium. But if you just want to try them out and see if they are a great fit for you, if you want to sell on Etsy, you can just make an account down below totally for free and get started selling literally today. So today I'm going to be selling a mug. So I'm just going to go ahead and search mug here and show you the one that I typically default to when I am making mug designs. Now there's a whole selection. There's some that have these colored insides. There's like those enamel mugs that are super popular, but typically I am just going to go with a tried and true plain mug. I love that it is pretty low cost to sell. So there's a good amount of room to make some profit when you sell something like this. It's going to start even without Printify Premium around $5. So that is a really great place. So this is the mug we're going to be designing for. Now, the next step in this process is not just jumping right into designs, even though that is a super fun part. But first we got to figure out what exactly are we going to design for? So what niche are we going to do? Now, I said that I really wanted to create some Thanksgiving inspired designs, but what I have personally found, and what you probably have found if you've been trying to do print on demand for a while, is that some niches are just way too saturated to compete in. So if I just made a generic mug that said something like Happy Thanksgiving, I am competing against hundreds of thousands of other sellers with really similar designs. So my product on Etsy is probably going to get banished to like the 100th, 200th page. People are not scrolling to find that. So I need to figure out how I can make a more niche down, more specific product that people are still looking for. So I actually have another free tool for you guys. If you've never downloaded it before, I made a cross-niching guidebook where I kind of created a system of taking two really broad niches and then putting them together to make something that's a little bit more hyper-specific that people are actually looking for. So a great example of this is taking holidays. So today we are taking Thanksgiving and then something like a career. So you could do like a Thanksgiving nurse, or you could even do something like dog breeds. So a Thanksgiving poodle or a Thanksgiving Rottweiler. And that is a great niche down idea. So if you haven't gotten this free guidebook that I have for you guys, I actually have a full workshop down below that's totally free. It's going to walk you through how to use this in your own print-on-demand business, and it's going to send you this guidebook with over 40,000 different niche ideas straight to your email, so you can sign up for that down below. But we're actually going to use this today to come up with some really good Thanksgiving design ideas. So a lot of times I default to going with careers. I think that that is a really great niche to cross with holidays, but today I wanted to do something a little bit different and actually go with hobbies. So anything people are very passionate about is a great opportunity to make money. People will pay money for things that they care about, and when people are buying gifts, especially around the holidays, a lot of times we default to what we know about people, what they like. So hobbies is a great one to cross with any holiday. So again, we are going to be doing Thanksgiving inspired, kind of fall inspired designs, but let's take a look here through these hobbies and see if we can pick out some that would be perfect. So drawing could be a good one. Gardening, that has been a very popular niche for a long time. That could be a fabulous one to do with Thanksgiving. Cooking, baking, those go right hand in hand with the holiday season. But I think I want to do something a little bit more out of the box, unique. So I was kind of thinking for my first one, maybe knitting or sewing crossed with Thanksgiving. So I think I'm actually going to go with sewing. I think we could do a really fun AI inspired design for this. So let's have sewing and Thanksgiving be our first niche. Now, the next step in this process is you are going to go over to the design suite you're going to use to actually create this design. Now, you guys have heard me rave about Kittl so many times. They're pretty much the main design suite that I use now. And what I love is they're just a very print-on-demand centered design platform. So they really keep that in mind whenever they're making new features. One of the things I always talk about is how many different templates they have. So if I wasn't using just AI today, I probably would default to using one of these really cute fall inspired templates and maybe change a few things to fit with my niche. But today I'm actually going to start from scratch because we're going to use Kittl's own AI image creator. So I'm just going to push new project. And another thing I really like on here when you do make a new project is they have a ton of print on demand presets. So if you are selling on a platform like Amazon Merch or you're using Printify, which we're using today, they are going to have the sizes already formatted. So you don't have to remember, okay, a mug has to be 2448 pixels by this. You can just simply click on mug and then make sure the orientation is horizontal, and it's going to default to the correct pixel size and the correct DPI for you. And we're going to just push create. Now, we really aren't going to make this super complicated. Pretty much all of these designs are probably going to take me less than 5 minutes each before we upload them. So I'm going to go over here to the left-hand side and go down here to this second to last image that is the Kittl AI image generator. And I am using their advanced image generator, and I am going to keep the aspect ratio of just 1:1. I want this to kind of be a square image because I'm going to end up putting it on both sides of this mug. And I'm just going to go ahead and start describing the image I want to make. So I think that something cute could be like a turkey kind of doing these hobbies. So for the sewing one, I think I might want to do like a turkey using a sewing machine. So I'm going to try typing in that and see what it comes up with. So I just said cute turkey using a sewing machine. And then I'm going to go down here to the image styles. And today we're going to use this clip art style. I find that just works best for a lot of print on demand products. I'm going to go to show all. And the two that I was thinking we could probably use is either this kawaii style or the cartoon style. But I think the cartoon is going to be more along the lines of what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to go ahead and click that, and we are going to generate this image. Now, sometimes AI images, they're not going to be perfect on the first try. So sometimes you're going to have to mess around with the wording. You're just going to have to try a few times, and eventually, usually after 2 or 3 attempts, I'm going to get the perfect image. Sometimes we get lucky and it's going to look great on the first try. So I'm going to go ahead and click generate image here, and it's just going to load a second. All right, and after just a minute, it came up with this super cute turkey using this sewing machine. This is actually right along the lines of what I was thinking. So I don't think we have to make a ton of changes to this to use it. But the first thing I'm going to do is, it's hard to tell right now, but this does have a white background. So I'm just going to use the AI background remover on this right-hand side, and that is going to get rid of that. And then the next thing I want to do is use the image vectorizer. Now, this is going to do a couple things. First, it's going to make this print a lot better for a print on demand item. Whenever we are going to scale it up or scale it down, it's not going to mess with the quality of the image if it's a vector. And also it's going to allow us to actually change the colors of this image. So this is pretty cute, but say I wanted to make the feathers maybe a different color or the sewing machine, this is going to allow us to do that. So I'm going to pick about 8 different colors in this vector image, and I'm just going to push vectorize, and then that switched this whole image for me. So it did kind of make some of those colors more in that brown family, but what I can do here under the illustration colors is I can go ahead and change any of these if I wanted to. So for example, like this brown color, if I maybe wanted to make that a little more red, I could do that. Or this really light color, I could change that to red as well. But I think I actually really like how this is looking here. So this is definitely going to be the start of this design. And I think I also want to add a little bit of text down at the bottom here. You definitely could do something that is a little bit more on the punny side. So maybe like something that has to do with sewing and being thankful. But I think I might just put thankful right here and call it a day. So I'm just going to go over to the text section and add a headline. And then I'm simply going to write thankful. Let's move that down here. And then this font, obviously it's very plain. Thanksgiving, so we're gonna do something a little bit more fun. Let's go to the text, and I definitely always love this really fun retro text. So I might actually use that a little bit later, but I was thinking I might want more of a script font. So I'm gonna go over to script and just kind of look through these, see if there's a good one that could really work with this. Okay, I really like this one right here. So let's use that. And then I am just going to scale this up quite a bit, so it's about the same width as this image. All right, and then I could leave it as the black color, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this color here and use the dropper to pick one of the colors that's in this image, just so it's a little bit more coordinated. And I think that's looking really cute. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do that I love doing for all of my mugs is having it on both sides. So all I'm gonna do is just highlight those together, right click on them and copy those. And then we're just gonna paste it over here and then move it so it is the same orientation. And then I am actually going to flip this guy horizontally, and that is looking really cute. So now that this is totally done, we're just gonna go ahead and download it and then upload to our mugs, and you're gonna see how good it looks. So go over here to download. All these settings should already be correct. All you have to do is remove the background and download that, ready to go. Now I'm back over on Printify, and on this mug section, I am just going to go down here where it says start designing, and then go over to the upload section. So you can either upload from your files, or you can just drag and drop the image that you just created. So that is loading right now. All right, so that is on the mug here, and I am just going to scale this up a little bit and make sure it is centered. All right, and then I am going to just preview this and see how it looks. That's looking really cute, but I think I'm actually going to resize it so the thankful isn't so close to the bottom. So let's go back and do that. Right, adjusted that. So now we're gonna look at the preview one more time, and that is looking a lot better here. So that is super cute. All we're gonna do is save the product, and then we are going to go back over to our cross niching guide and find the next niche that I think would be perfect for Thanksgiving. All right, so we are back over in this hobby section of the cross niching guide. Remember, you can get a free copy of this down below in the description if you sign up to that free workshop I have for you guys. So the next one I was thinking is maybe do something that's for someone who likes the hobby of video games. Video games is a really popular, profitable niche to be in, but it's very saturated. So anything we can do to make it have a little less competition, like combining it with a holiday, is going to be a great idea. So video games is the next one we're going to do. So let's head back over to Kittl and start making our AI image. All right, so I just went ahead and made another artboard the exact same way I did that first one using the mug preset, and we are just gonna go ahead and generate another image. So let's try a very similar thing with a turkey, maybe playing a video game. I think that could go really well. So let's do turkey playing video game, and I'm just gonna do it in that same cartoon style. Go ahead and generate that image. Now it's loading here. All right, it's all done, and it made a super cute little turkey here. I actually love that. I'm gonna again go ahead and remove that background, and I really love the colors as is. I don't think I want to change those, so I'm not even going to vectorize this, and the image should be totally good to use. And I think I'm gonna do a very similar thing. Put the word thankful down below. Another one I kind of thought is I could do something like I paused my game for Thanksgiving dinner or something, but that might be a little bit tight to fit here. So I'm just gonna keep it simple and do another one that just says thankful. So go over to the text. Again, we're adding that headline, writing thankful. And then I think that maybe this one, I want to try that more retro font. See how I like that. I thought I would like it a lot more, but maybe I want something that's more like video game kind of blocky style. So let's look through this font and see if we can find anything else. So definitely serif. Let's see. Okay, I went to sans serif. This one is really cool. It definitely gives me like video game vibes. So let's try that. I'm not loving it a ton. Maybe if we made this in all caps, but that still is looking a little too plain for me. Let's try one other thing, and if we don't love it, we can maybe go back to that. Let's try this asteroid typeface or this bungee. Okay, after a second, I tried this one, which is called the Freak Grotesque, and I think that could actually really work here. So I'm just gonna resize that. And then again, I want it to be a similar color that we have represented in the image. So I'm gonna use this dropper and probably pick this orange color here, or maybe the lighter one. And I think I might even add a border to this. So you can just go down here to border and add that. You can make it a little bit thicker if you want. font. I think that looks pretty good. And then if I wanted to get even fancier here, I could take this text and I could go down to the transformation section and I could do something like an angle. That is really cute. Or I could do an arch and then do it the opposite direction like this, which I think is what I might do. I think that looks really cute with the little thing that he's sitting on there. All right, and once I'm happy with it, again, we're just going to select it and duplicate this image and put it again on the other side here. All right, that is looking good. We're gonna go ahead and download this with the background removed and then go back over to Printify to actually upload it on our mug. So let's click Start Designing, Upload. All right, that is looking super cute. All right, that placement looks pretty good. I'm gonna go over to the preview and I really like how that turned out. This is a great photo to use for it too, but I think this is going to be perfect for someone at Thanksgiving that loves video games and gaming. It's just a really unique kind of product that's going to stand out against just generic Thanksgiving designs. So again, we're gonna save that and then let's make at least one more of these Thanksgiving cross-niched products. So I'm back over on the hobby section of this cross-niching guide, and one niche that I've talked about a ton on this channel that is still so popular, selling so well, is gotta be reading. It seems like more and more people are getting into the hobby of reading. It's definitely a classic. It's not like it's a new thing to do, but so many more people love to show off that they love reading. So I think this could be a really perfect one to pair with Thanksgiving. It's a very cozy holiday, and I know a lot of readers, myself included, would love a mug like this with a really cute maybe turkey on it reading a book. So let's do something almost identical to the last two, but just with a little bit of a reader's twist. All right, so for this one, I am just going to do something like cute turkey reading a book. So that looks good. We'll keep the aspect ratio, keep it in this cartoon style, and go ahead and generate that. And that turned out so cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that background from the image here. And I am going to vectorize this one. If we can, I think I might want to change some of the colors on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and vectorize that. All right, very cute. But I think one thing I wanted to change is this book. I do like green, but I think it could be cute to do something like pink or red, maybe something that just stands out a little bit more. Let's try pink, and then this dark green color here, we'll do a little bit of a darker pink. Okay, that is looking really cute. And I think one more time, I'm going to try to use that more retro groovy font that I love. It's probably my go-to. I just think it's so cute, but I think it could work with this font. So let's just do Thankful. And then I didn't do it for any of the other ones, but I might add another line of text that says something like reader down at the bottom. I think that could be cute, and another font here. Yeah, that's super adorable. Thankful reader. And then let's make this Thankful into like that a pinky color, and then the reader into maybe this orange. I think that is super cute. Not sure if I want to add like any kind of border or shadow on them, but let's see what that might look like. So let's go to text shading and do the block shadow in black. Okay, that is super cute. Let me try it with this one as well. Go to text shading and do this block shadow in black. Do a little bit of an angle there. Okay, that is super cute. I love how that is turning out. So let's go ahead and just duplicate this again, put it on the other side, and then we are good to go ahead and download this. So let's download it and then put it on our mug. Okay, that is looking so cute. Let's go ahead and look at how this looks. I absolutely love how that turned out. That is so cute, and I know tons of readers would love this. So if you guys have never tried Kittl before, I definitely highly recommend them. They are just such a good design platform for print on demand. They have AI, they have templates, really anything you need, and they're very inexpensive for a full design suite. So I'll link all their information down below, along with any discount codes that I might have at the time, if you do want to check them out or try one of their trials. And if you're not quite ready to start making Thanksgiving designs, but you are ready to start thinking about Q4, I have a full video on some really fun Halloween inspired designs. I definitely think you should check that out here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.